Louisiana beer reviews. Car IPA from St. Arnold Brewing of Houston, Texas. This beer was introduced in August 2015. It's a very hoppy American IPA. At 55 IBUs, well, is it really going to be that hoppy? 7.1% alcohol. The previous IPA I reviewed was 6.4% and 80 IBUs, and that was the Blizzard of Hops. And I remember, if you watched that, I forgot to bring my notes, and I was like, what kind of barley, what kind of malts did I use? It was actually Pilsner malt for an ale, and wheat, malted and unmalted wheat, which if you drank it, you wouldn't think it was wheat. Well, back to Car Art. This is the first video review for this beer in the world. There's 19 reviews on Beer Advocate. Oh, let me give the ingredients on this one. They use 2-row pale barley malt, Cara 45, and Cara foam. The hops are Columbus, Cascade, and Simcoe. Amarillo, Simcoe, and Mosaic are used for dry hopping. It gets a very good score on Beer Advocate with only 19 ratings. A 90 out of 100 on Rate Beer and 83 out of 100 for the style on Rate Beer with only 19 ratings. As you can see, this beer has a very thick, slightly off-white head. You could even say bone colored, and that is an orange appearance. Looking at it and with the light, well, it's very cloudy outside, shining through it. It's cloudy, it's damp, it's chilly, and it doesn't have to be very chilly for it to feel cold here because of the extreme dampness we always have. And I knew this guy from Spain. He was living here one year, and he was from Madrid, and he was saying, it's so cold. I thought it was colder over there. Ah, no, it's the dampness. It chills me to the bones, he said. And he's right. Okay, let's go to the aroma. Okay. This is definitely not my first rodeo. Actually, the only rodeo I ever went to was around 1975, and that was at the John Parker Center, the old basketball arena at Louisiana State University. And I think they still have rodeos there. Okay, it's a real old building. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't want to go again, but it was nice for once in my life. But my expression was really talking about this aroma. I've smelled it so many times. If you've had these IPAs, you know the aroma. So let me describe it again. It's fruity. It's hop resiny. It's the bread, like sweet white bread. A little piney and some grapefruit. Maybe even some pineapple, maybe. The flavor. Yep. Same old thing. Different label, different company, different town, same aroma, same flavor. Again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And again. Do I really have to describe? Okay, sweet white bread, hop oil, a little grapefruit, some pineapple, some pine, none of those things which exist in the beer except for the hop resin. The mouthfeel is medium. I would think the sweetness on this beer is 3 out of 5 sugar cubes, and the bitterness is probably 4 out of 5 hop cones, approaching 5. Well, even though it's 55 IBUs, it seems to be in some ways as bitter. Yes, that's right, I said it, as bitter as the one from Trogs, the Blizzard of Oz. Sometimes that number does not match up with what you perceive when you taste it. Is this better than the Trogs? Well, it might be. Check that receipt. $1.49, and the Trogs was $3.29. It's way better than the Trogs. Well, it's a better value, but without any sort of, you can't. So, if you want to pay $3.29 for a can of beer that tastes almost as good as this one that's $1.49, go ahead, but I wouldn't do it. But let me say this to you. Okay, it's $1.49. I can go to the local grocery store, you know what I'm going to say, and get some Sierra Nevada Torpedo for $8.50, or some Abita Wrought Iron, which isn't as good as this, for $7.99. So, I mean, this is nice. It's very good. It's better than that. It's an A, most excellent. Doesn't have any of those wanky, bad aromas that you get with some IPAs. Like either they'll have this weird vegetable, old celery, or old kind of rancid spinach. They'll have like a rancid vegetable thing going on, which you just know it ain't right. Or they'll have this cheap store brand pineapple thing going on, which tells you, this just ain't right. So this one is all right. So for those looking for upper level mediocrity, this should do the trick. I will give it an A. A most excellent beer. And it helps you run in that little cage, that hamster cage, the little wheel. It just helps you run there, and you just go around and around and around and around and around and say, look, I got this, I got this, I got that. Are they really different? Not really. So les bon temps relais, another excellent beer. I'm going to end this review by saying y'all come on down to New Orleans.